Yeah.
Oh, show it on screen. I wonder if it's even coming up. Sometimes I have issues with my account. Oh yeah, okay, it's on my YouTube.
So
Sometimes it does not show up on my accounts.
StreamYard is hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm sure there's probably a better way to use it, but
I don't know how. I forgot what the program was originally, so I was just like,
Rebecca and Barely by the Book both say hi.
hi.
We're just waiting for more people to come on. And what's your Camp Nano goal, Allison?
To finish the novellas I've been working on for a year.
Okay.
I feel like I'm working on the same thing every time we do a writing sprint, but I've just been so unmotivated to do anything that I'm just like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get so much done stuck at home. But when you like can't leave your house, you have no motivation to do anything.
Yeah, and then I don't know, I feel like there's so much anxiety too. It's not like it's like a fun stay at home, like introvert.
I've watched like 85 episodes of Netflix and everything.
Diane also says hi. Right now we're just talking about what our Camp Nano goals are. So I'm editing the young adult contemporary novel I've been editing since when we did camp sprints in July. So same thing.
I feel like it happens, especially after like if you did NaNoWriMo, you're kind of burnt out. Did you do NaNoWriMo or no?
I did, and then I wrote like over 50,000 words. Like I actually did finish a novel, and I was really proud of it. And then I went back through and like tried to reread it this year, and I was like, all of this is horrible. Like there's no plot to this.
Literally,
Like, wow.
I don't plot things out. I just like go by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oops, that doesn't make sense. Or my best friends will tell me, they're like, I don't get this. I'm like, I don't either. So.
Yeah, I feel that. That's what like first drafts and second drafts are for, right?
Yeah, my first book had like 8 drafts. I read my first draft on my channel, and I want to read more because it's just so bad. And people were like, this is so good. Like, I worked in an office, and I had my team read it. They're like, this is so good. And I was like, you're lying. You're lying. It's not good. There was like no description of anything. Like I just wrote the bare bones and didn't describe anything in detail, like what was going on. So it was just dialogue and like kind of description. So I was like, have you never read a book before? Because how are you imagining where we are?
Yeah. I have to go back in and add some like setting type stuff too.
I always have to do that. It's the bane of my existence because I like want to write like all this like fluff, and then I go back and I'm like, no, you can't like sit there and describe one tree leaf for 18 years.
Okay, do we want to get started writing?
Yeah.
This is good. I'm just feeling so unmotivated, so I like need to be on, and then like I feel like the live sprints are just gonna motivate me more, you know?
Yeah.
So does anyone have any, do you know, or Allison or anyone in the comments, do you guys know how long you want to sprint for, or what are we feeling first?
I feel that, Rebecca. It's okay. My mom even hasn't even read my final book. She's been so busy. She's like, I'm gonna sit down and read it. I'm gonna sit down and read it. And I'm just like, it's fine. You're busy.
Rebecca recommended starting with 10 minutes.
Yeah, to get us like into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I try to find a timer? Also, props for you for actually wanting your mom to read your book. Because
Well, my grandma read it, and I didn't think my grandma was gonna read it because my grandma's like this little old Southern lady, and she was like, where'd you come up with like the character names?" I was like, "Oh, you read it, Grandma?" And I was just like, "This is not your genre. Like you were like the Hallmark Channel."
yeah.
And my book is YA dark fantasy, so, but My mom likes Twilight and, like, all of that.
Oh,
She's
probably
read,
like
like, a bunch of YA, so she knows. And she likes the couple chapters she did read before she had to put it down.
aw.
Hi, Evie.
Oh, hi, Evie. Aw. So many great people here.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Honestly, I forget how to share my screen. At one point, I definitely knew because I found this really fun, like, emoji timer. I just Googled fun timer, and it's the first thing that came up. But oh, share screen. Maybe that's it. No, don't share that one. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Is it sharing now? Yeah.
I like that.
So 10-minute sprints. I don't know if it's 10 seconds. That might be 10 seconds.
I think that's 10 minutes.
Minutes? Yeah. Okay. I guess we should just start and see what happens. think the timer is done.
How'd you do?
I love Evie's comment. Come on, stressed out emoji. I believe you.
I feel that.
Oh,
So how'd you do on that one?
pretty good. So what I'm working on right now is I really wanted to have like little, I don't know if you've read like the Skype series, but they have like little like inserts in between each chapter.
Yeah.
So one of the comments I got about my novel is that the one character who's like not a character, but like she's like an influencer. So like she's like a character, but not really like in the story.
Yeah.
People want to like get to know her better. So I'm trying to create like little like inserts between chapters from like her social media feed. So I'm working on those. So I got 2 done, but like they're not really like word count or not word count. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of an odd.
Yeah. You know what? I don't remember. Hold on. If I can remember right, I think like Just for Clicks by Kara McDowell has those in them.
Oh yeah.
Inserts. So if you wanted to do something like that, like read this, it's a really good book. I really liked it. She's from Arizona, but it was something that like those inserts, like the social media inserts.
Yeah.
She has that in there, and I don't know if she put them in there originally or like if her publisher like formatted them, but yeah.
I'm adding it to my like want to read list on Goodreads right now.
Yeah, I really liked it. She's writing she's coming out with in December like a Hallmark YA Christmas novel.
That's fun.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that one's cool too.
How did you do?
Well, I wrote nothing because none of my applications will open right now on my computer. Everything was open, and then everything decided to crash. So I didn't write anything. I was trying to like troubleshoot, figure out how to do it. So I just reset my computer. That's what I'm doing right now. And then
You've been having a lot of technology issues today.
I know it's but I did get to watch my dogs run around outside.
Aww.
The puppy has a giant stick in its mouth that it's not supposed to have, and I'm just like, no, it's not my problem right now. He's a lot. He's a
Barely wrote 243. Rebecca wrote 234. Diane wrote 283. She's testing out different points of views for the book.
Ooh.
There's not a lot of new words, but figuring that out, that would be difficult to figure out.
Yeah. Points of view are hard. Even if you're only writing in one, but you do like different characters in different books, to not make them all sound the same.
Yeah, mine's like dual point of view. So I usually only work on like one character's chapters a day. So
okay, that makes sense.
Voice, but I don't know if that would help other people, especially for writing fantasy, because there's like a lot of points of views.
Yeah, I want to write a fantasy dual point of view, but it scares me. I don't know how like some people do like 18 points of view. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep track of them.
Yeah. And then MH wrote 260.
Wow, that's a good job.
Wow, everyone's doing really good. And then Evie said she's editing a vlog for her channel, so no words, but I'll probably be watching that vlog tomorrow. Oh wait, Tuesday when it's going up. Oh my gosh, I like need to sleep more. She's editing a vlog for her channel, but I'll definitely be watching that when it goes up.
Yeah, I need to edit videos too. But, I don't feel like it right now. I just uploaded yesterday. I'll edit them in a couple days. I like try to be good with my vlogs and like edit as I vlog, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
See, I have to edit when I vlog, but only because if I don't, none of it makes any sense, and it's all over the place and so scattered that like I'm like, what was I even trying to do? Like that was an entire day of footage that I just wasted.
Oh yeah, I like write down like kind of like it's very like film student kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like write down like the B-roll shots I want and like what else goes in between, so I'm like organized, but I still am just a jumbled mess.
Yeah. Diane said she was editing videos earlier during Emily's stream. And then Rebecca, in her chapter, there's a couple of chapters, or in her work in progress, there's a couple of chapters from like the male point of view. I've never written a male point of view before. I don't know if I could actually do that.
I know, I've never tried. I like know part of my like I know what they're thinking, but I'm just like y'all are too complicated for me right now. Like go away. They drive me insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. There's like the reverse Bechdel test. I don't know if you ever heard of like the Bechdel test where it's like two girls in a scene. It's like there's the reverse one where it's like two guys are never having a conversation about anything other than girls with each other. And like I know Jane Austen, none of her novels like passed the reverse Bechdel test.
Really?
And honestly, I wonder if anything I ever wrote would pass the reverse Bechdel test.
Mine probably wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like I like give a strong voice to my male characters, but like they're just it's not their story. Like I'm sorry, homies. Like I don't know. I feel like I would have a hard time writing a male point of view just because I have very flowery word choice. And I'd be like, I can't do that. Like when I worked for Disney, they teach you when you play like the boy characters, you have to act like a boy and like do that. And every time they're like, you have a pointed toe. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't help it. They like make you stand a certain way. I'm like,
wow.
for me.
That's wild. Working at Disney sounds like a fun time though.
I know. I feel bad for everyone right now. I have a bunch of friends who had to like go home. I mean, they're still getting paid and everything, but they miss it a lot. And I understand. Like when I first came home, I missed it. It was, but I saw that like the security still is there, and their Disneyland did a whole interactive of their new parade, Disneyland.
Aww.
I cried. I cry at everything that Disney does. I'm a baby. I almost went to Disney right before it closed. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go, and then it closed.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I guess not. We're not doing that today. I think I'm going in October though, so we're doing like a big trip. We're going to horror nights and then
That's so cool. Yeah.
I'll go in August to Disney World when I go to Book Nap Fest.
Ooh.
If it's to happen. I might have a mental breakdown if it doesn't. So I was supposed to go to Y'all West, but that didn't. It was supposed to be on my birthday, but it didn't happen.
When's Y'all West? Isn't it? It's May usually, right?
It was April 24th and 25th.
Oh.
So at the end of this month. And they canceled it right when everything happened.
Oh.
So, yeah. They're having like an interactive one, like online with everything, but
yeah. Rebecca says she also loves Disney. So
Disney's the best. I pay for Disney Plus in my house, and everyone was like, we don't need Disney Plus, it's dumb. And then I was like, yes, we do. And now everyone watches it. And I'm like, thought we didn't need that.
yeah, we got Disney Plus actually for free with like my phone plan.
Oh, yeah, the Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried. We were going to look and see if we could do it, but we have a grandfathered in plan from like 15 years ago. So we didn't qualify for that. Yeah. I'm okay paying for Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper for your grandfather to just pay. Yeah. So, do we want to do another? I saw some people said that the timer was distracting. So, do we want me to keep it up the entire time or not?
I didn't really see it, but I'm also on a different computer, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's actually the same timer that Evie, Jasmine, and I did some live sprints in like around Christmas time, and we had one with like these cute little like snowmen, like holiday snowmen. But like I think it's made by the same company because it seems very similar. Because it was like 4 snowmen, and now there's 4 emojis. So it plays like really weird like Italian music when it's running. I don't know what that's about.
Flashbacks to working at an Italian restaurant that I used to work at. It was like 24 hours of just Italian music, and then during Christmas time, it was Italian Christmas music from like October until like January 20th, and I was like, can we turn this off? It was so bad.
What are we feeling for the second sprint? I'll definitely not keep the Italian music on.
I'm okay with like a 20-minute if we want to go up or go just whatever everyone else wants to do.
Yeah, I'd be okay with 20 or I think it's so weird. I'm like on the YouTube and then I'm on like StreamYard, and on YouTube Rebecca's comment saying 15 question mark comes up. And then Evie said 20. Diana said 15 or 20, but it's not coming up on StreamYard. Oh, there
I
they
think
are.
it takes a minute to transfer into StreamYard.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, because they just all came up.
Yeah, I see that now. So do we want to do like, we could do in the middle. 15. Someone else said 15. Should we do 15 and then the next one could be 20?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Sounds good. We'll start the timer. Clear. Wait, you want more minutes? 15, 0, 0. I think we're ready. Okay, that was time. I had to shut off the timer because the noise like scared me for a second. But I think like I forget which one won, to be honest. How did you do in your word sprints?
Pretty good. I finished one chapter. I was interrupted. My door wasn't fully closed, and the puppy will push through. And so
Aw.
my dog and the puppy came in, so I had the puppy in my arms, trying to get my dog. She likes to lay under my desk out.
Aw.
I had to get them out because he can't be trusted in here.
Wait, was the puppy on the screen? I didn't even
Yeah,
see.
I can go get him and show you him if you want to see him.
Kind of, yeah.
Hold on, I'll go grab him.
So while Allison's going to get her puppy, how did everyone else do in their sprints? I wrote one more chapter insert, so not bad. But yeah. Mark said he got 317 words. That's awesome.
This is Dexter. Oh, chill, dude.
Aww.
He's a French bulldog. He's my brother's dog. And he's very naughty.
Aww.
You're naughty. Thank you. He's like, look at all of the things that I can chew on in here. Oh, is it nap time? Okay, I'm done with you. Already.
And then yay for 284 words for Rebecca. And Diane got 52 words that time, but she spent most of the sprint reading over stuff, which is a good habit. I should probably do more, to be honest. Like reading before I start to write. And then everyone.
He may look cute, but he's very bad. He's so bad. We've always had pugs, and they don't have as much of a personality as Dexter, and he's a lot. He's not cuddly at all like puppies. He just wants to like run around and chew on things and like be crazy. And he like says I love you, which is super cute. But
how does he say I love you?
Like we'll be like, Dexter, I love you, and like you hear him say it. Like he'll like, and it's so cute, but I'm just like, you are a demon dog. He can't be like trusted out. Like he has to go back in we have like a baby playpen. Like, he has to go in there, but he hates it. He wants to be out with other dogs.
How old is he?
He is a month and a half.
Okay. So he's still young. Yeah.
He's a puppy. We've had him for like 3 weeks. But we didn't plan on having him in quarantine where we can't take him anywhere, so
lots of visits to the backyard.
Yeah, and luckily we have a pretty big backyard. I bought him a plastic pool.
Aww.
And he plays in his plastic pool. Like we're at Sunsplash, but it's crazy. I'm like, remind me next time I want to say I want a puppy. Remind me of this, because I'll get a cat. Crazy.
Awesome. I'm trying to think if anything happened. We were just kind of going over what we did for the last sprint a little bit. I wrote one more insert. Marker at 317. Well, you can read it. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. You can literally read it right there, but are you ready to do another sprint then?
Yeah.
Yeah. 20 minutes?
Yeah, that works.
Clear.
Dang. Is this your first draft of the novel, Rebecca, or is
I was like, what?
Or to hit 50K, sorry.
Yeah, it's her first draft.
I love when you get to hit 50K in your first draft. It's the best. Literally the best feeling.
When it's officially a novel.
Yeah, you're like, wow, I actually wrote a novel.
It's never done at 50K though.
What?
It's never done at 50K though.
No. I think my like first edited draft was still like 100K of Dark Radiance, and then I curved it back to like 85. So I was like, I can't have that many words in a novel. It's just excessive.
Yeah. I think my first draft is like 85, but it's also contemporary, so.
Yeah. Well, then I look at like Cassandra Clare's novels that are definitely like 200 to like 300K words. I'm like,
yeah.
How do you do this?
Agreed. Yeah, that's how I feel about Sarah J. Maas's novels.
I haven't read any of hers. I need to.
You should. They're so good. Oh my gosh, I think you'd really like them.
I think so too. I'm intimidated now.
They are kind of massive, but you get through them faster than like their size, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading Chain of Gold right now. Or trying to. It's a roller coaster.
Are we ready to start the next sprint?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, yay! While we were sprinting, Rebecca hit 50K.
Yay! Congrats, Rebecca.
Woo! How did that sprint go for everyone else?
I wrote almost 500 words.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Like 462 was mine. So, pretty good amount done. What about you?
I wrote two other. I guess I can count the word count because there are two other like inserts, but I wonder how much it would be. Not a lot. Oh, interesting. I wrote 253 for both of them. The one's not done yet. I'm trying to do the math. About 500-ish words.
Yeah, that's good.
So, Mark got 451, and Rebecca got 449. So we're all around the same.
Yeah.
That's great. This is like the most productive I've been all day.
I know. I walked down to the living room earlier, and Mom was like, "Where are you going? You can't go anywhere." I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "You have makeup on." You're not wrong there. I was like, "I'm going nowhere."
Diane got 448 words.
That's good.
We're all kind of like virtually going somewhere though. Like we're like
That's true.
hanging out and being social.
I know. I know. I have FaceTime my friends like 12 times a day, all day.
Yeah.
This is us three FaceTiming at the most random points. And I'm just like, and what sucks is they're quarantined together, and then it just,
Aw.
I'm like, so they'll FaceTime me, and they're like, "What you doing?" Like the same thing you did I was doing last time you called. I watched like all of the Tiger King Netflix show.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched that?
Okay, so I started watching it and I got to like episode 2, but it started to get very weird.
Yeah, it's like a train wreck that I can't look away from. That's how I described it. Because my mom was
Yeah.
the same way. She's like, I don't understand. She's like, it's weird. And I was like, just wait. It just, every episode just gets weirder and weirder and weirder.
It's weirder than episode 2.
Yes, it's like
Oh my
not
gosh.
enough to just own tigers and all these exotic animals. They also have to be like in polygamous like cults. Like Doc
Oh, that
Animal
was
is a
episode
cult.
2.
That's a cult, and like just their whole persona is just yeah. I
Wait,
think
I think in episode 2 they talked about the polygamy and like the cults. Does it
yeah,
get weirder than that?
yeah, because then I think episode hi Jasmine.
Hi, we're just talking about Tiger King.
Um, I think it gets when yeah, because episode 3 talks about Carol Basquez and her husband, and that's where all the memes come.
Yeah.
Where it's like Carol Carol Basquez definitely
Oh, killed her husband or whatever.
someone explain what Tiger King is.
Yes.
Okay, this is what it's about. It's about a guy named Joe Exotic, and he owns, well, he did own tigers and had like his own zoo. And it's just about this whole underground world of tigers. But along with that, there's murder, or supposed murder. And then he apparently put a hit out for one of the other, like an animal activist lady, but I'm not really on the fence that he had that many brain cells to do that. I think he was set up. I really do.
Probably by the other guy, the
I
creepy
mean,
guy
like
from
a
Little
man.
People.
I don't mean to be mean, but like a man with a bleached mullet and dark sideburns and like an eyebrow thing. Like, I don't think he just didn't have the brain power to be like, I'm gonna hire someone to kill Carol Baskin. It doesn't make any sense. But if you are gonna watch it, just be warned that episode 5 does. I would like say a trigger warning. They don't give you any context to it, and it was like really shocking. And I think that's what the point was, to give like this shock value.
Mhm.
But there's like a death in it, and it was like I was like sitting on my couch and I was like, that didn't just happen on a Netflix show. But I watch all the murder stuff and
Yeah.
stuff. Supposedly they're making a Jodi Arias one soon, and I'm very excited for that because she's psychotic. So yeah.
So yeah. Rebecca just said,
Wow.
wow.
And that's just like the tip of the iceberg on it. It's
wild.
literally a car crash you can't look away from. It's that.
I don't really know if I want to continue on with it though. Like I don't know if it's really worth my time.
If you're not really invested in it, I would just like look up the general like synopsis of it. I
Yeah.
just like couldn't look away. I was like, how can you be like not only do you own all these exotic animals, like you own tigers and lions, like you have to be on some level of crazy to own that. And then on top of that, you have to have crazy lives as well. Like
Yeah.
it was I'm still like I like went and sat in my living room and was like, Mom, listen. She watched I think the first episode too, and then she was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch anymore.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom like heard me watching it and she's like, what are you watching up there, Angela?
You're like, listen, too much to explain. Well, yeah. I was just like I feel like with all the time on my hands I should have had more time to like finish shows, but
Yeah.
I haven't. I've just watched new shows or I'm rewatching shows.
Those.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm currently watching, I think it's the Mindy show, the Mindy Project.
Oh, the Mindy Project? Yeah. I haven't watched that, but I've seen some episodes of it and it's cute.
Yeah. It's just kind of cute and fun. Diane says she refuses to watch it and give in to the hype. Honestly.
I said that too, but when someone was like, it has to do with murder, I was like, gotta watch it now. Because I love true crime and anything like that. I just can't help it.
Some of my friends like assigned it as homework before we all Zoom this weekend. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But
you should be like, I'm failing this homework assignment.
I only watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know. I watched that, and then I'm watching this. Like, I started watching this other one that my friend was like, watch the Staircase Killings, and then I got bored of the Netflix series, and I just went and watched a YouTube video about it. Like, some Netflix series are hit or miss. Some of those documentaries.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. So
Rebecca's watching New Girl though. That's a good show.
I
like
love
New Girl.
I'm watching Shameless right now.
Oh, I've heard really good things about that.
Shameless is really good. It's really like it's definitely an adult show, but I love Shameless because literally one of my best friends that was like her life and like I lived that for like 3 or 4 years, and so every time something happens I'm like I feel that in my soul. It was just yeah. Watch Forensic Files. Ooh, I like the Forensic Files. My dad binge watched every single episode of Criminal Minds recently, and I was just like, you know, I don't have time for that. There's too many.
I think I would get too paranoid if I started watching stuff like that, like about like true crime.
See, I don't get paranoid about that stuff. It's when my dad, like when I went to Florida, my dad was like, make sure you text me the Ubers, like blah blah blah, and I'm like, am I gonna get murdered going to my hotel? Like he freaked me all out. I was like, you make me paranoid. But yeah, when I watch stuff, it doesn't make me as paranoid. I don't think. I like to watch Danielle Hallen on YouTube. She's really good.
Do we want to try to do another sprint?
Yeah. How many more sprints did we want to do?
I don't know. I didn't really have any plans.
Okay.
So however many you're feeling.
Maybe we can do like 2 more.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And how long did we want to do those for? Still 20 minutes. Is that good with everybody?
Yeah, 20 minutes is good with me. It's good. That lag and comments coming through.
I know. I'm like, gotta wait.
Well, I'll set up the timer.
I'm sure my dad's out there talking about the Tiger King now. I was like, to hear him.
I honestly might go watch more of it after this.
It's just like,
I should like read or do something productive, but
yeah, but it's like I just can't. I understand why people are so fascinated by it.
yeah, it definitely was very interesting. Something that you just don't really realize is going on.
No. And especially like I know that stuff is like people have like exotic animals in Arizona, but they're not. It's like we have a couple sanctuaries down here, so it's not like someone has like a tiger in their backyard. I mean, if they do,
Yeah.
I don't know about it, but we're not even allowed to have chickens where I live in my neighborhood, but like next door in the farmlands, they have chickens.
So I saw Rebecca and Diane said that they're leaving, so you said goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And then I think we're ready for 20 minutes then.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. Okay. How did everyone do that time?
I wrote like 200 words because I had to keep going back in my notes from Dark Radiance and like fact checking myself. I was like, I think that's right, but I don't know. Luckily, extensive notes on each character that I was like, I'm so glad I have these.
Yeah, that seems like it would be a struggle for writing a series. I've never written like a series before.
Yeah, and it's hard because these novellas take place before the first book. So I have to make sure everything lines up because they don't really give a lot of like what happened before the first book to Liliana, but there's still like things that are said that I'm like, I have to make sure these are like exactly what were said.
Said before, yeah.
Yeah, so people aren't like, that's wrong. But like, yeah. Luckily, this is just like I'm finishing it, and then I can go back and like really clean it up once I'm done.
Yeah. I think I wrote 475, so pretty good.
That's good. And were those inserts or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, inserts.
I still have a couple left. My goal would be to try to finish them all by tomorrow and then do a read through and then start revising. So hopefully they work out well. And if not, I guess it was just an exercise in getting to know the world better.
Well, if you're did you have beta readers ask for more on this character?
Yeah, so like my critique partners, I haven't had beta readers yet, my critique partners, and then someone I submitted to for author mentor match. Like I wasn't chosen, but she wrote me back an email about what she thought. And I definitely agree with like her and then the also like my critique partners who read this that it could definitely use some work.
Okay.
I hope I'm going about it in the right way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But if not, like, I don't know, failures aren't really failures. It's just learning what works and what doesn't work. So
Yeah. Is the author mentor match the one run by Alexa Doan?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's super nice.
Oh
She's
yeah.
like exactly like she is in her videos.
Her videos.
She's so funny.
That's awesome.
Like the first second I met her at BookNet Fest, she was like, "I'm Alexa," and I was like, "I know who you are, but like you're so funny." Yeah, I was on the panel with her, and yeah, she was really funny. She was like, "I'm the moderator, but I'm gonna answer these questions too, because I like to stir the pot." I was like, "That's okay. You're okay with that."
She has such great videos. Oh my gosh.
And her books are really good too. I've read both of
I
them.
have her first book like from the library, like an ebook. So I'm gonna start reading that.
The Brightly Burning one?
Yes.
Yeah. I think she's writing a thriller now.
Yeah, I think she is too.
Yeah, which will be interesting because I like her like sci-fi ones and then going into thriller.
Yeah.
She was writing that at BookNet Fest with us. And I was very intrigued. I was like, I need to know more.
Jasmine said that she didn't end up writing. She helped Morgan with a logo idea.
Logos are hard.
Yeah, they are.
Very simple for my. Well, I only for like my press. My YouTube is just a hot mess, so it's fine. It's just it is what it is. But I paid someone to do my logo off of Etsy. I was just like, can you just draw me a butterfly? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, cool, thanks. Awesome.
I don't think I can make my own logo probably on my own.
Yeah, I'm not like I could have probably done it, but I'm not like a draw. Like I can't draw anything. So, but people on Etsy are pretty good, and it wasn't that expensive just to do like a butterfly or something like that.
Yeah.
I know that like some people do like just really simple stuff, so I didn't feel like dealing with a crazy logo.
Do we want to do one more sprint or?
Yeah, one more word sprint.
Yeah. Do we want to do 15 this time? I'm starting to feel a little bit tired.
Yeah. So was I. I was like that last one. So let's just do one more 15 and then.
One more 15.
I know, I got a lot of writing done. It's funny with my Camp Nano stuff, I won't update and then I'll update like one day and it'll be like, you wrote this many words. And I'm like I'm cheating. I'm not.
I know I have like weird Camp Nano goals, so I'm just not updating the website. Because I'm like, I don't know how to put these words into like word counts.
Exactly. You're like, I guess this is okay.
Like I revised 1,000 words. Does that count as 1,000 words written, or is that different?
I would count it as. I mean, you're kind of.
It's like, yeah, but if you're reading the words and like changing a couple words here and there, it's like, I don't know.
I'm having such like the Camp Nano site is like not coming up ever for me, and it's driving me insane. Like it'll just take me to this one.
Huh. Do you want to start the last 15? Well,
yeah, let's start the last 15.
For the Camp Nano site.
I know. I was like trying to see if I could update, but
it's not.
It's not. It just takes me to the Nano site and it doesn't let me log in.
That's annoying.
So I'm like, cool.
A lot of problems though with their websites, so.
Yeah, which I understand. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I won't. It's fine.
Okay. Let's go. I thought it was funny. I don't know if you saw, but the sleepy emoji face won.
I feel that in my soul right now. The puppy's outside playing in this pool.
So how did everyone's writing go?
I did about 400 words, it looks like.
I think I did about like 200. It's also 9 o'clock here, and I'm not really a night person. So I feel like, but it was really like honestly overall very productive. Probably like the most productive I've been on writing all week.
Me too. I'm ready to be able to go back to a coffee shop. I miss it. I miss being able to go and write at coffee shops and sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully soon.
Yep, hopefully soon. Let's see if anyone else in the comments wrote how they did. Oh, Jasmine has to go. Bye, Jasmine. Yeah, so we're going to be doing them every single Thursday. Same time, not the same place. Because next time we'll probably be on your channel, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll be on my channel.
Like, yeah. I didn't want to say that because I'm like, I'm pretty sure we talked about switching on and off. I don't want to be like, oh, it's on Allison's channel.
Yeah, we'll do it on my channel next time.
Sounds good. Well, I think I might be too tired now to keep going. But honestly, I've been writing for 2 hours, so
yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm excited for next Thursday.
Yep, every Thursday. And I already know your channel's linked in the description. I should say I already know. I should probably check. Yeah, so it's linked in the description, so everyone can go and follow Allison there. So you're ready for the next sprint and also to watch all of her amazing videos.
Thanks.
So, yeah, do you have anything else to say?
No.
Ending lives are always so awkward.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what to do now.
Okay, I'm just going to press the end button, but thanks for joining.
Bye, guys.
Bye.